Luigi or Super Mario just wearing some green is taking some dirt clumps. And so is everybody else. Look, everybody's getting in on this. And let's get the walls up here too. We can actually get rid of this, so we can remove no, not remove designation, deconstruct this little staircase here. And God, maybe it'll be Zolt. Who knows? It is. No, it's Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson is now stuck on the roof. Look at that. He actually went up on the roof to take the stairs off, and now he's stuck on the roof. We're gonna have to build new stairs. Jesus, Woody, come on. If only he could jump down. That would be fantastic. He's not going to though. I know he's not going to. So let's get some stairs up built here. We're gonna build them out of dirt again. And if I press R, we can move them around, and there we go. We'll build them here. Woody Harrelson can get down. I think we're gonna have to have some sort of ramp or something so that people can get down, or maybe some stairs inside. Maybe we can make like a nice roof terrace up here. That'd be nice. There we go. Woody Harrelson, stuck up on a roof for like 12 years. Ran down as soon as the stairs were done so that he could go have a beer. Good for you, Woody. Okay, let's stop farting around. I'm accusing you guys of farting around. Actually, it's just me farting around. Let's build another workshop. We're going to build a stone cutter this time. Any log, any stone, 10 times each of them. So here we go. We're going to, let's use applewood logs and granite because that's all we have. And let's build that. And this time we're going to put this one in the corner here. There we go. So somebody's going to build that. God knows who it's going to be. Let's also designate a stockpile area in the corner here again for our blocks this time. So if I go to goods, I go to stone, and I go to blocks. We only want blocks there. That'll be fine. Let's also build a crate for our storage if we have any left. I think we do. Put it in the corner there, and they'll start putting blocks in there. And look at that. Look at Zolt. Zolt is all over that. Zolt is a beast. Look at that with his monocle and his top hat come hard hat. He's taken all the granite and all the applewood logs over. And somebody's then going to build this. And it could actually be Zolt. And wow, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? While that's happening, let's also go to terrain. No, sorry, build, terrain, and wall. And let's get this surrounded with walls. We want stone walls, raw stone again, granite, which we have just friggin' tons of. Look at that. We have 198 pieces of raw granite now. That's fantastic. I'm going to scroll down and let's get this all lined up properly. So we'll just surround it here like this. There we go. We'll build some doors once you have the right workshop for it. And we can replace the floor here too. If we can get like some gravel or something, make some nice paths and stuff like that. It'd be great. It's going to be fantastic. Lando is back on the scene. He looks a little decrepit now. I don't know why he's moving so slowly. Bit strange. Zolt is not moving slowly at all. Zolt is just like, he's full of piss and vinegar, that guy. He's unstoppable. Look at this. He's putting up the walls now. It looks like our stone cutter has been built. Fantastic. Do we want to cut some blocks? Hell yeah, we want to cut some blocks. Let's cut 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll be fine. We should have 10 planks in here in the stockpile, which I can't quite click. I'm having some great difficulties here clicking on this little bit on this crate. So I'm just going to use comma, turn around, and oh yeah, that's the right one there. There we go. Pine crate. We've got 13. Oh, look at that. For some reason, they put the copper sword, the copper breastplate, and the copper helmet inside this crate, but also our 10 pine planks, which is fine, I guess, for now. I'm just going to move this back around to how it was, because I got used to it being at this view, which is fine. And as soon as this wall is up, we can then put another roof on here. So let's go to build, terrain, stairs up. We'll make them out of dirt again, just dirt. Not clay. Press R to put them on the side there. Somebody will build that. And then as soon as they're done that, we can go to build, terrain, floor, stone floor, raw granite, build. There we go. We're going to build a ceiling, a roof on this workshop too. Another bunker, the stone cutting bunker. Fantastic. Look at that. Look at these guys are actually... Look at this! It's Woody Harrelson, ladies and gentlemen. Making stone blocks. Granite stone blocks. Oh, look, no. Now we have... God, I don't even know who that... Oh, that's the Daisy, isn't it? It is, yeah. The Daisy just fell asleep in the entrance to the stone cutting workshop. Fantastic work, the Daisy. Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. The Daisy is also going to get tired. Just because... and I'm assuming she's a girl. Just because she has the in her name to signify that she's like a total badass doesn't mean that she's not going to get tired from time to time. And as we can see, she needs to have a sleep. Her choice of area to sleep in, questionable, but nonetheless, she needs some sleep. So she's going for, and not much sleep as well. God, she only slept for like 5 minutes. Just a little cat nap, a little power nap, because she's exactly like Richard Branson, who only needs to sleep for 10 minutes a day. So there we go. Fantastic. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Let's forage all these apple trees and then cut them down. And we'll also forage this cotton and stuff too. And these trees here. And then we can go to felled trees. We'll get some more logs. And these look like pine trees. So we'll get some pine logs. Fantastic. And we should have 10 stone blocks. We should also have 10 planks, which means that we should be able to build a new workshop. And I think we can probably build, well, we can build a distillery, which we can make wines with. Let's see what we need for that. Okay, we need a barrel, we need 10 blocks, and we need 10 planks. So I've got 10 planks, I've got 10 blocks, I don't have a barrel. I might have a spare barrel, but we're going to have to make barrels. So we're going to have to build a carpenter. Carpenter is going to be able to build new crates, which is great, more storage. Barrels, which we're going to need to store our wine in once we create it. And carpenters can also make beds and tables and chairs and all that kind of junk as well. So our next area then is going to be a carpenter. Let's designate an area for the workshop, maybe over here. We'll get a log floor down. Same idea as this stuff. We'll build everything more or less the same. So let's go for terrain, replace floor. We want log floor just like the other ones. And let's go for pine logs. We got a lot of pine logs, so that should be fine. And we'll designate the area. Do we want it here? That's kind of close to the wheat field. Let's make it slightly further back. We're going to have to cut that tree. Let's get into agriculture and fell trees. Let's get rid of all these trees. We should get some extra trees from that. Some extra logs, which would be nice. Terrain, replace floor, go to log floor, and let's do it with pine log, like I said. And we'll place it here. We'll just place it in front, actually. That should be fine. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. Nice big area for the carpenter. Lots of storage as well, because we'll start making some beds and tables and chairs for our big dining room and stuff like that. And that should be pretty cool. So as soon as Lando and Woody and Zolt are happy to start on that, which should be any minute now. I mean, come on, what the hell are they doing otherwise? We can take a quick look and see what's the status. Building a floor, and building a floor. Which floors are they building? These ones. So they're busy on the roof. As soon as they're done with this roofing job, they're going to get to putting down the log floors for this carpentry station. So that should be fine. Let's also build the workshop. So we want carpenter, we want to use pine planks, and we want to use granite blocks. Fantastic. We can't build it there yet until the actual flooring is down, so that should be fine. We don't want to start building the walls straight away either, because ideally once the log flooring is down, we want them to be able to build the carpentry station, and then once the carpentry station is built, then they can start putting the walls up, because once the carpentry station is built, the woodcutters can then use that to build stuff. So we can build a barrel, and we should also actually get them to build some more planks and stuff as well, because we know that we're going to need 10 planks and 10 blocks for our distillery. So let's go for applewood logs this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get 10 of those on the go. And let's also go for some granite as well. Okay, so there's 10 there, or roughly 10. I think there might be 11. I think I might have. See, I need to count while I click. I can't just like count in my head. It needs to be out loud. And because I didn't do it out loud, now I've wasted one granite on one extra block that I don't even fucking need. Jesus Christ. Zolt is sleeping on the floor. So is Wos or Wose. Depends on how you want to pronounce it. Personally, I think I'm going to stick with Wose because I think that sounds fantastic. Distillery is going to come at a pretty good time. I know we've got 84 wines left, but it's good to keep things topped up. 132 food is absolutely fine for now, and once the wheat starts growing, we'll be able to make bread. But wine is something that you could run out of, and trust me, if you have 9 gnomes that don't have any wine to drink, there's going to be trouble. They're going to be really grouchy, and they're not going to do any work. So we got to keep them all liquored up. That's their fuel. That's their energy. Keep them all liquored up so that they keep on working. So that's fantastic. Look at this. This is almost done. This roof is almost done. Lando Calrissian is literally like on his hands and knees crawling now. He's so tired. He's just like, I must finish this roof. He feels so bad about his betrayal to Han Solo, and ever since, he hasn't even been the same person. He just feels like he has to make it up to everybody because Han Solo basically just like said, well, talk to the hand, Lando. I never want to talk to you again. So now Lando just spends all of his time trying to be the best person he can be, working really hard, often working himself to the bone. And ultimately he's going to work himself into an early grave. So that's going to be a sad day. Probably the first person that's going to appear on this deceased list is going to be Lando Calrissian in bold letters here. Cause of death, worked way too hard. Poor guy. Quite a nice feature actually when you click on any of this stuff. If you want to have a good look around, it pauses the game for you so that things don't spiral out of control after you're crunching numbers in here. Lots of cool menu items. Look at this. Stocks. See how much food, drink, weapons, all this kind of stuff. You can take a look at all of your stockpiles here at a glance, see what items you've got. You can also look at a general overview in the kingdom here. Look at this. This is pretty cool. See, it shows you the population, how many workshops and farms and stuff you have. It tells you the worth of all your stock. It tells you the worth of all your construction and your total worth. And this stuff all goes into how many times you're going to be, I think, raided and things like that. Basically, when you start actually getting into building big rooms, like if you build your dining hall, you actually need to designate an area for the dining hall. Once that area is designated, you then get other options. So you can actually set it so that you prefer people to idle in the dining hall. And the more you kit out your dining hall, so like if you build like nice statues and you put nice decorations and stuff in there, it increases the worth. And that worth goes back to your overall kingdom worth. And I'm pretty sure I've only played this game for a couple of hours. I haven't really gotten far into it at all, really. But I'm pretty sure that as your kingdom worth increases, different things start happening. Those are like trigger points. So like when you get to a certain amount of kingdom worth, you're going to start registering on the map and things are going to start happening. So like bandits will start showing up and stealing all of your strawberry wine, and Lando Calrissian will just go like into a friggin' rage and try to windmill them all to death and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's worth getting your kingdom rating increased, if not just for that. That sounds amazing to me. Another cool thing, once we've got the carpenter built here, we can actually make doors. So we can actually make some wooden or stone doors to put on these 2 workshops, and indeed the carpentry workshop as well. So it looks like that that ceiling is done, the roof is done. So it looks like the building crew has now moved on to laying the log flooring for this carpentry station, which is already covered in all sorts of junk. Look at all this shit all over the place. Look at this clumps of dirt, strawberries. There's just like some pieces of cotton laying around. Jesus Christ, what a mess. So as soon as this goes down, as soon as this log floor goes down, we'll then be able to build our carpentry station, which I'll get ready right now. Carpenter, here we go. We want to use, do we want to use pine planks or do we want to use the apple wood planks? Let's use pine for now. And our granite blocks, look at that. I was actually right. I actually did get 10, even though I thought I didn't. So here we go. As soon as they lay this last one here, which they're about to, somebody's on the job, because it's green. Might be Lando. Could be Zolt. It's Zolt. Good old Zolt. What a motherfucker. All right, here we go. We're going to put this down. Somebody's going to build that. We can also go terrain. Oh, no, sorry. Build, terrain. I always get confused with that. The build and the terrain menus I always get confused with. Let's go for a stone wall of raw granite. Build this around here like this again, like the other crap. This other crap here. Here we go. Some crap. Connected. Fantastic. So, lots of building orders. Zolt definitely has his work cut out for him. And actually, Zolt is slowing down a little bit. Look at that. He's getting a little bit slower because he's so thirsty. He wants some strawberry wine. He wants to put his feet up, but I haven't let him because I'm all over the build orders. There's just wall-to-wall build orders. He can never get a rest. Meanwhile, this guy here, whoever he is, Beloodles, the farmer, has fuck all to do, so he's just sleeping in the middle of the field right in front of poor Zolt, who is tired as hell. But that's okay. Look at Zolt's such a good worker. So the sun is actually set. Look, we can increase the speed here now. If we're just waiting for this stuff to happen, look at how fast these people are going. My God. Look at this. Look at all the progress that's going to happen when the speed is increased by 2 times. Fantastic stuff. So I think that's probably enough for now. I've been recording for an hour now. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully that gave you a little taste for how cool this game is. It's not action-packed, but it doesn't need to be. It's fun to build stuff, isn't it? It's fun to sort of design how you want things to look, get all your little workshops set up, get things to a state where they're maintained. You know, you can start distilling some wines to get this level up. Start making some breads, which I'm going to start doing shortly to keep the food levels up and stuff like that. And then just exploring the rest of the game, seeing where it takes you. I downloaded this through Desura. You can also get an alpha copy from the game's official website, which is all in the description. So if you want to check it out, either way, I think the development company make more money if you buy it directly from them rather than through Desura. I always buy stuff through Desura though, because I find it a little bit easier to keep the game up to date and stuff like that. Quite like the fact that it's like Steam and I can just have my full play list of games that I can keep up to date and launch from there, which is no good for the developer, but at least they're still getting some money because I've actually bought the game. There's also a demo that you can download and play through the official site. Or through Desura, so if you want to try it out before you actually buy it, I paid $6.99 for this game. I think it was on special at the time through Desura, which is not bad for an alpha copy of the game, a full alpha copy of the game. And unlike some of the other titles on Desura, this game gets updated all the time. Lots of bug fixes, lots of new features, has a pretty active community, and is in general just a really, really fun game. You can also greenlight this on Steam. So if you've never heard of it before, get onto Steam, look it up. If you like it, if you want to see it on Steam, then give it a thumbs up. Help support these guys because this is a great game and it's going places too. They've got a lot of excellent features and a lot of stuff coming up around the corner as well. So as usual, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.